Hello. I am back once again with another build stream. As you can see by the title, today we are building a master grade Gundam Barbatos. Now I picked this thing up a while back, I want to say about 2 months ago, during a sale. And I've always wanted to build this kit, mainly because I've heard really good things about it, but also due to the fact that it's very different from most other master grades. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So as you can see from the sides over here, here are the tools I will be using for this kit. Mainly, of course, nippers, a part separator because God knows I'm gonna need this. An X-Acto knife or razor blade, and some Gundam markers just to pretty the kit up in some areas, you know. But I don't think we need to worry about those areas for today because my plans for today is to just build the inner frame for the Barbatos. Actually, no, we will have to worry about those because we do have some gold parts in here, and the injection molded gold looks terrible. I'll be completely honest with you. We do have a fair amount of runners in here. We do have some of those real grade S stickers. We do have specific parts for silver pieces. I'm pretty sure these are all the pistons. See some of the weapons in here. More runners, more runners, more runners, and finally, what do you know, more runners. So, let's just, for now, set aside the parts that we don't need. And here are all the parts that we do need. It's a mess. Absolutely. But, we're gonna get through this mess together. So, let me turn on some background music. And, yeah, let's begin. I'd be a bit quiet. Set all this aside. Clean up my work surface a bit. I'm just gonna use the two boxes off to the side as a way of just organizing the runners of some sort, you know? Because we're gonna need all the organization we can get. We do have two B runners here. They are exactly identical to one another. Of course, we got the silver runner that we're gonna need. I'm gonna set them right here, because, oh boy. We're probably gonna need it too. Yeah, actually, no, probably, yeah. There are some pistons in the legs. I don't think I need to touch up on the silver much with my Gundam markers, but the gold for sure I'm gonna need to paint over a bit, because I do not like the look of that injection gold. It's just, in my opinion, it's a bit too dark. It isn't, like, shiny enough. I already see parts of the feet over here, and these two runners are the exact same. The bottom of the feet, a bit of the top of the feet right here, I think. So you're definitely gonna need that. Pretty sure this contains parts of the skirts. That's just my guess. I also see parts of the back over here, which I don't think we're gonna need, actually. Well, at least not for this build. For now, I'm basically just trying to find all the parts with Gundam frame parts. Oh, yeah, I see parts of the chest in here, bits of the hand over here, so we're gonna need both of these for sure. Yep. Okay, I thought we would have more runners, but luckily we don't. This is probably going to be like a 4 or 5 hour stream still, though. Honestly, knowing the way I build. Here, the gold parts, we're going to need this. We do not need this. This is the red parts underneath the armor, or the pinkish parts. I'm probably going to paint over some of like the underside of this with silver on our next stream, just so that it can shine a bit better with light. And we do not need this. This is for the weapons that we'll be building next stream. But that's gonna be fun. So, here are all the parts that we are gonna work with, probably. Got the A runners, B runners, and the C runners, along with these two parts. So, that is in total around 8 runners. No polycaps, thank goodness. Well, I mean, it's a master grade. Why do they have polycaps? Unless you're talking about the old master grade, but we don't talk about those. Anyways, let us begin. So unlike a normal fold-out manual, this comes as an entire instructions booklet. And if you just... Ooh, there is also, I think, some stickers for the interior of the inner frame, which I will be applying off-stream. But, in order to build this thing with just the inner frame, you just need to know when to stop at certain instructions. Because I believe over time... Actually, okay, they do kind of label it right here. So this would be like the end of the first inner frame. They have a different label right here for actually armoring it up. That says chest armor unit if it is way too blurry to see. But yes, you can just build this thing with just the frame, which I plan on doing. And then we're probably just gonna take off the limbs and next stream and throw on the armor afterwards, because it seems very easy to do, which I love. So usually I do like starting with the feet, but I feel like with the Barbatos, I want to build reactor down. Well, actually no, reactors, then feet, then arms, then head. That's the order I'm planning on going in. So, the instruction order for this would be 1... Oh, actually, let me check here. Oh yeah, they do label it all. No, yeah. 1, 6, 7... Wait, no, I want to go 1, 8, 6, 7, 3, 4, 2. Head is gonna be last. And we are not building the backpack this stream. So, without further ado, let's begin. One thing I would like to note, I believe, is that they do tell you what runners that you'll need for which parts, which is great. Oh, I think we will also need another one of these other runners. Oh, no, never mind. That's just for all of the armor. I'm looking at this wrong. So, the runners we're gonna need first off are... Well, a lot. Shit. Yeah, we're just gonna need to take all these. For now, I'm just gonna grab a runner from each. And a bit of the gold and silver, because those are for the pistons. Alrighty, let us begin. We'll just set these aside. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this much closer now. There is so much detail on these parts. I love it. Like, even if you were just to build the frame alone on this thing, it's just so intricate. There's so many little details for your eyes to just comb over, you know? I do know that there are also people painting these. My god, hats off to them. Because there is quite a bit to paint. But honestly, if I were to paint this, I would just leave the inner frame alone. Because I feel like the inner frame is perfectly fine as is. And I would just go over the armor pieces with paint. That's what I would do, but, well, others would probably tackle it in a different way. Yeah, did I forget which piece is which? Did I also cut out the wrong piece? Yes, I did. Okay, so this is the one I need for now. This I'll need later. Well, actually, okay. We can work with this. I do like how tiny these gates are for the Master Grade. It makes working with them very nice. You can cut right off the runner without leaving many nub marks. In fact, I don't think there are any nub marks visible on the final kit, which is the best part. Because they do a great job of hiding it all. Like, I think that was something I took for granted when working on, like, working with Gunpla at the beginning. Because, yesterday night, I decided to, you know, build some Gunpla that I picked up. I managed to get this old kit. What the hell? Ah, okay. I managed to pick up this old kit, like, really old. It was a 2000. It was like released in the early 2000s. It was the Tall Geese 2. I can't really show it to you since I slapped it into my PC case right now, but that is because I put so much effort into that thing. Like, an obscene amount of effort went into it. Mainly because it only came with 3 runners. Well, 3 main runners. There were also a couple of other sub-runners, because this was based off of the original Tall Geese, probably released in 99 or 2000, I want to say. But it was not good. It barely has any articulation whatsoever, and all the runners are in either black or white, so it's all monotone. And the stickers were horrendous. I ended up not using any of the stickers, then just using these Gundam markers right here, these metallic ones, to paint over every part for color accuracy. It was a pain in the ass, to say the least. Painting it took way longer than actually assembling it. Like, it's kind of insane. Holy shit. I do like the end result, to an extent. Until I decided to start comparing it to, my real grade Tall Geese. There is not really much of a comparison. I mean, I do like the colors that I did with it. Like, any of the personal touches I did with the Tall Geese too. I really like that. Everything else, not so much. Like, let's see. The hell is supposed to get this in? Oh, that. that? Oh, wait, no, there's... Oh, like that. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna need to do the same on the other side. Right? Wait. The colors I had for the tall geese are great, but the amount of extra details in the real grade is, oh boy, it blows the tall geese tooth I made out of the water. No contest at all on which one was better. But I still do like the tall geese tooth I have, just not out of the box. Out of box, that thing is... It needs a lot of work, but once you put in the work, it can look nice. Ooh, okay, we're busting out some pistons already. So these pistons are fully injected with the metallic silver coat. I don't remember if they are injected or painted. But either way, they are very nice. They stand out quite a bit. The gold is definitely injected though. Like you can see where it all like the you can see where like all the plastic just kind of had to meld together after being injected. There are a ton of inconsistencies with this, which is why I plan on just painting it over with gold. Same thing with a Hainu once I decide to build that. But we're not building Hainu today. I don't think we're going to be building it for a while because that thing is quite the endeavor. I'm going to need some time before I can start with that. Oh shit. Okay, there is another part here. What? What part are you? Oh, okay. That's what you are. See, so we got this over here, I think. Yep. And this for the other side. Over here. Now we are going to need these. Just to finish up building these Ahab reactors. God, I love the textures on these. Like, if you could properly see this, it isn't just a ring. This has actual textures molded into it, which is very nice. Are these supposed to be facing a certain way? Yes, they are. This goes in here. This goes right here. There's a little ball joint thing right there. And I think this just goes on top. And just like that, you have one. Oh shit, this popped out. Oh, come on. Are you not aligned properly? Yeah, you weren't aligned properly. Okay, now that should lock this in. There we go. Pistons in. Got one of the reactors. Now to replicate that on the other side. Shouldn't be too difficult. Again, I love all the tiny details I'm seeing on this master grade. Oh, shit. Almost dropped a piece. I know it's very difficult to see with this map. Actually, let me do... okay, firstly, let me assemble this. Then let me see if I can figure out the visibility issues. Gotta make sure this is facing the right way. Everything clicked in. Make sure I got nothing. I left nothing out. Okay, well, now to deal with the visibility issues. I forget. There we go. Much easier to see these parts now. Even with how shit my camera is. Let's see, what else do we need? More parts. I grabbed the wrong runner. Well, I already see parts of the face on this runner. I can't wait to build that. But sadly, I'm building that at the end. Which... oh, here's this piece. The hell do you fit on? You're funky. No, I don't think it's like that. Oh, is it like this? Yeah, there we go. Got extra little wiring down here now. Funky little pieces. Alright. Time to do the same on the other one. Since I could just build these two at the exact same time, since they are basically identical. They're mirror twins. There we go. There's so much depth and detail to this thing that my camera just cannot show. Like, it's one of these things where you have to be in person to like fully appreciate it. In my opinion, at least. It's beautiful. Alrighty, what else? Okay, I think we're starting to build the chassis on which this thing sits. Atop. So we have the reactors done, we just need to build a frame to support those reactors. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna start comparing this to the high grade since I do have the high grade built. Like, you know, not on stream. I built the high grade a while ago. Actually, I think it's almost been a year since I built the high grade. If not over a year. I mean, mine still holds up well, but the high grade kind of pales in comparison to what the master grade, well, has, which I feel like should be obvious, but still. Like, the amount of detail in the master grade is insane. The high grade was like a pain in the ass at some points to assembled, especially when it came to the torso and hips. Because that thing, if you're not careful, it can disassemble itself after assembly, which makes it really annoying to put back together. This, I think everything should be able to stay intact. Also, of course, this has much more detail compared to the high grade. And of course, you know, all the nub marks are hidden. All the nub marks, gates, stress marks, all that hidden away. Do I have this the right way? No, I did not. I almost inserted this part in backwards. Need to be careful here. There we go. Everything is properly seated now. Oh boy, I can already see it. Alright. Time to start some aligning, I guess. Because we're gonna start attaching these two reactors to each other. Which part are you? Oh, this. Okay, we're gonna need this piston right here. I think this is required. Oh, they do also have a specific direction that these need to point. So I need to be careful of that. That all fits together really nicely. I do like that. You going right here? I think you do. No, you don't. You go back here. It is nice that they do have close-up shots of some of these. Just because some of the placements of these things can be very finicky or annoying. Oh, whoops. I accidentally moved this. Is that the right hole? Yes, it probably is. Alright, there we go. Piston, please stay in place. Don't twist. We got it. We got it. Okay, good. This little guy had to essentially just be held in place while I slapped these two together. That was annoying, but we got it at last. Just like that, we have roughly the torso of the frame. We just need to attach a couple more parts to it. Oh, this is all so detailed. Oh, I'm finally busting out some C parts. You know, sometimes I'm tempted to get a She Gundam just because I want to see how it feels to build. That thing is an absolute behemoth of a kit. I mean, of course, it isn't as large as, you know, the Psycho Gundam, but it is still large nonetheless. Oh, okay. So this should just go down and snap in place. This is very difficult to work with sometimes, but oh, almost. Come on, buddy. Are you in? Need to make sure this is properly in before we can continue. Oh no, it wasn't in. Yeah, I was right. Because if this isn't in properly, then I fear I might have to go back to fix it, which is something I don't want to do. God, this piece is so finicky right here. I guess that's the price you pay with having to work with pistons, I guess. Alright, that should be in enough. Probably. It should just be able to hold this in right here. There's like, this piece right here just snaps into these two, but you have to fit it into this piston first. If that piston falls out, oh boy. Double checking here. Oh yeah, it's in. Alright, back to the front. Oh boy. More piston work to clean up these areas. And I already see I'm gonna need the gunpla markers too. Because we're slowly reaching towards the gold parts. And those gold parts look atrocious on their own. It's been about half an hour and we only got part of the torso done. But this thing is just so intricate. There's so much that goes into these. I love it. God, I feel like you can keep me distracted for so long just by giving me some plastic. That's basically what my parents did with Legos when I was younger, as well. You in? You're not in. How hard do I have to press to get you in? I don't think I need to press too hard, but... Okay, you know what? I think that's socketed enough. Where are you supposed to be facing? I think this way? This way or this way? Okay, now that way. Okay, let's see. Oh, I almost forgot. There we go. These pistons are beautiful. They slide pretty easily up and down. There's gonna be even more articulation on those pistons later, I know for sure. Once at least once they're fully secured in. Here, where's the waist? There you are. We're starting to get to more of the upper waist right now. Haven't gotten to work on the pelvis just yet, but that comes later. Oh, we're hiding some of this detailing over here, unless it decides to pop through, which I think it might. If it pops through, that's great. Oh, hell yeah! These layers right here are just showing through underneath. That's great. It's beautiful. Oh, I just can't get enough of this stuff. Okay, well, it's finally time to touch the gold parts. Meaning that it's time for me to touch up the gold parts. Okay, so we do have a bit of the cockpit there. And we will need to work on this piece right here. This is the first gold piece we're working with today. By the end of this stream, I think all of these should be used. But for now, we need to touch this up. Slightly different shade of gold. As you see, this part is darker than the gold marker. Though only ever so slightly. But this marker should also help cover up any blemishes in the plastic. The difference is very subtle, but it's that subtlety that really matters in my opinion. I was using gunpowder markers all night last night, just for that damn tall geese. Again, this should help hide any blemishes in the plastic, while also making it a bit more vibrant. I'll let that dry. Meanwhile, I'll let that dry a bit before I can, touch up the front half, because, the ink still needs to dry on the rear half, otherwise I have no area to hold it from. And I'm just gonna leave fingerprints everywhere, which is not good. But for now... Okay, we do actually need one of these parts here. Are you the wrong runner? You're the wrong runner. You're the right runner. So we will need one of these cut open, because you have the pilot figure inside the cockpit. Hello, I am making a Master Grade Gundam Barbatos, that is going to be a thumbnail. But, for now, only just the inner frame. I plan on doing this in 2 streams, since this is going to be a long build. So right here, you do have the pilot figure. I don't think I have the brushes or the paints to paint him up. So for now, I'm gonna leave him as is. But he's gonna be hidden away in the cockpit for the most part anyways. Okay, I think I found the cockpit. Let's see. If I had my old pair of tweezers, this would be much easier to do, but I lost them a while back, and I've yet to find a similar pair, at least at the hobby shops that I go to. Okay, I think he's in for now. And it shouldn't be too difficult, it's just a ton of pieces you gotta put together. And honestly, most of the difficulty comes from just interpreting the instructions. It's just gonna be a long stream because of that. Still need to touch up the front of this a bit. Oh wait, I just missed an undergate. Okay, that's actually really nice that they do undergate some of the gold parts, so you don't see any remaining nub marks. I'm gonna let that dry a bit before I touch it again. Actually, I already accidentally touched it. I need to cover up my fingerprints real quick. Honestly, something like this isn't the worst. I feel like when it comes to choosing between the grades, well, the master grade does seem intimidating. Real grades have a lot more parts from what I've seen, and they're usually a lot smaller, which makes them even more difficult to work with. But the detail is something else, which is what I usually love. Like, it's stuff like that that really gets me addicted to this stuff, which is not good for my wallet. Like, there's just so many fine details that my camera just can't pick up, and I wish it could. There's so many subtle things. Okay, right here, you do have this closing and opening mechanic for the cockpit. Pretty sure this is about dry enough to work with now. Barely. I'll just wipe away any excess with my finger. Boy. Gotta rub that off. This should just slide in right here. Oh, yep. Yeah, feel free to leave if you wish. I'll always be around, probably. So feel free to leave if you so need to. How the hell does this fit on? Oh. Am I just looking at this wrong? Probably. Yeah. There we go. Got this opening action for the cockpit right there, with everything else being hidden under here, which I think should be able to slide out of the way later? Yeah, it does slide downwards a bit. I don't remember if it was supposed to slide down or up. Probably down, knowing where the armor goes. You do have two actions to, if you wanted to peek in at the cockpit, one right here, which just slides, which is really nice. I do love that. Might have to paint over the surface with some more gold and let it dry. Aside from that, other is right here where the front opens up to reveal the pilot. Alright, good luck with whatever you have to leave for as well. Okay, I think I covered up most of the blemishes. Now just to wait for this to dry, which, well, should take... Well, it shouldn't take too much time. Probably by the time I'm done with the next couple parts, that will be ready to work with once more. Actually, okay, I could still work with this. It's just I can't touch the gold part. So we take this. Just be very careful here not to touch anything that's, well, not dry yet. It should be able to just slide right on. Make sure all these other parts are connected properly. And just like that, we've installed the cockpit of the Barbatos. Well, just the Gundam frame in general, but I think we're almost done with this, at least the torso. I think for now we're just trying to cover up the sides of, oh, whoops, this fell over. For now we're trying to cover up the sides of the arms, or at least the joint there. I think. Either that or we're preparing something for the shoulders. By the way, there is some more articulation on the frame that I honestly didn't expect. There's quite a bit here. There's also, as you would expect, a ton of pistons to go with this. It's like 4 pistons on each side. We're already using 7 of these things. Just for... what, the torso? You go in here? Yes, you do. Okay, gotta be careful here so that these don't fall out. Flip you to the rear. I think this should just connect. Is it right here or? Oh, am I looking at the wrong area again? I think I might be. Need a much closer look at this. Damn, it doesn't really specify. I'm thinking it's right here, but I'm probably wrong. Oh, wait, I am wrong. Nope, oh. One of my pistons fell out. I think that's some gold. Or some sort of residue. I'm matte, but let's see. Hold on, let me take these out real quick. I think I need to put this on first. No, I don't. Okay, no, I need to put this on later. I'll just need to move the pistons out of the way. That's what was wrong. So these just need to be facing away so that I can actually fit this other piece on. Once you figure this out, then theoretically it should just be mirrored on the other side, so it's a lot easier to do once you get it down the first time. And just like that, we have some pistons. More pistons, I should say. No idea where they are going to connect, but we're going to find out soon enough. Because there is a lot of connection points for these. Like an absurd amount. Let's see. Where is the other? Oh wait, no, I already cut that out. I need to find my other, not the other runner. There you are. So again, these runners are mirrored, meaning that most of this kit is gonna be the same on the left and right side, just A couple parts just flipped around, which is probably the best part about building this. Once you're used to it, you can kind of breeze through it for the most part. Because then you only need to figure out everything like maybe once before you can just run through it again. Might need another coat of paint on the gold now that I'm looking at it again as well. Yeah, just like that, everything should be pretty simple. That should cover it, maybe? I'm definitely gonna want to panel line this later. Make sure everything is an even coat. And I can also probably file off or wipe away some of these other bits. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. Let me see if I can find some of my really, really thin napkins or tissue paper. Here we are. So this I saved specifically for working with model kits. This should help wipe away some of the excess without wiping away too much or leaving too many marks. Also help even out the texture of this thing. Looks a lot rougher now. Looks a bit weathered actually, which I kind of like. All right, there we go. Yes, I'm working on my floor because I do not have any desk that is well, large enough or close enough to my PC for this. Alrighty, let's see. Oh wait, no, these runners are the same. I was looking at this wrong. We got so many pistons to work with for now. Like, holy shit. I think we've already burned through, what, 7 pistons for just the chest? I'm pretty sure there are more in the arms and legs as well. Yeah, look at all these that we still have left. Which one of these you want me to slide this through? You. Come on. Goes in there, then this should just socket right there. That should allow for more articulation. Yeah, whenever this swings out, the piston can move in and out right there, which is nice. Painting on the runner, depending on what kind of runner it is, I feel like it's much better to paint on it if it is undergated. If it isn't, I'd say just remove it from the runner before painting, just so that you can cover up any extra cuts and marks that they leave behind. That's usually how I do it. If it is undergated, of course it's going to be much easier to paint on the runner because the runner just helps hold it together. But otherwise, yeah, just cut it off before. Alrighty, what do we got here? More pistons. I mean, I'm not hating on that. I love pistons. Wait, am I out of pistons for that? Or am I just looking at this wrong? Yeah, I'm just looking at this wrong. Oh, gunpla competition, I might. I'm tempted to. I'd like to see what I can do and what I'm allowed to do there. But, if I have to bring my own stuff, that might be annoying. But other than that, probably would like to try it, just to see what I can come up with. Also, painting the barb is relatively easy, as long as you leave the inner frame untouched. Because I feel like the inner frame, you can just, like, leave it as is, and just paint all the exterior armor. Because, you know, all that stuff is already pre-separated for you. You don't really need to worry about touching that too much. Because then, once you get, let's see, how do I say this? Once you get some of the parts done, well, once you get, like, the parts cut out and everything, it should be a lot easier. If you're painting the inner frame, I'd say just go for masking. Like, if you just want a more rustic feel, or rather, like, more weathered feel, you probably will want to either use something like a sponge or just, like, dot everywhere with, like, a slightly different shade of gray. That's how I would do it, honestly. But Barb is a very detailed kit, which I love. What the hell do you fit on? I like that. You're probably sagging too low. I'm probably gonna block this other piece. Oh. The pistons are sometimes really annoying to fit onto Barb, though. So I would recommend painting before you assemble, if you were to do that. Especially with all the pistons. Because if you just want to keep that shiny piston look, then yeah, you don't want to fully assemble it. It's gonna be much more meticulous that way. It can definitely be very annoying to do. Where the hell do you fit? Right there. This piece in particular seems really annoying to fit together. There's just so many tiny holes that you have to line up, and they're all free-floating until you slide it all together. There you go. Oh, yeah, no. Some of those gunpla competitions are insanely strict. I don't know if you have to bring your own stuff or not, or if they provide some of the stuff there. Oh, I already cut out a piece from that. Also, I just kind of wish Bandai would make some more master grade IBO kits, because you know, you already have the Gundam frame, just need to build everything else around it. But the Gundam frame itself is a very, very unique build that I like. Oh, come on. Fit in. Please, your seat clip. Okay, there you go. Okay, there we go. God, the amount of layered pistons in this thing is amazing. You got 2 pistons up here, you got 2 down here, you got 2 in the back, 2 more in the back. Holy shit. Like, if you love pistons like I do, this is an amazing kit. Like, especially if you just want to see them moving and everything. Not to mention all the extra wiring that you see around the frame, that's all gonna be, a good chunk of this stuff is gonna be covered up. But nonetheless, the frame itself has so much detail put into it. I love it. Oh, and there also seems to be relatively minimal armor looking at this chest. Like, this, pretty much this is, there's barely any of this is going to be covered up by the armor, which is actually really nice. Then you get to see all the work underneath. But that is for next stream. What pieces do I still need? You two. See, if you flip this around, I'm gonna need you on this side and the other one on the other side. Right. Oh, you fit in right here. Wait, no, you don't. Where do you fit in? Do you fit in there? Or should I have this backwards? I think I have it backwards. Maybe. God, interpreting some of these instructions is probably the hardest part about the build. Because sometimes they are very vague. Or at least, that's the way I see it. I was holding the part wrong, that's why. That explains a lot, actually. You going like this? No. How the hell do you go in? I think my brain is just not working today. I'm just holding this wrong. Probably, actually. Yeah, I think I was, yes. I was holding it very wrong. Just need to make sure everything is in tight before we can move on. Okay, now I could probably figure out this one. There we go. Everything is in nice and tight. Now we can fit this on. Oh, I love the little details here. You do have like this little power symbol right here that you usually see all over the Barbatos. There we go, light can pick it up from there. it's very blurry on camera, I'm pretty sure. But in person, there's just so many details on this thing. Oh, and I can already see areas where the pistons are going to attach as well for the rear. Oh, this is great. Oh my gosh. Wait, I almost cut out the wrong part there. Whoops. Wrong number. Also, if they just plan on only releasing more Barbatos, I wouldn't mind getting a Lupus or Lupus Rex for Master Grade. That would look amazing. I don't know how they'd manage to attach the tail, but, you know. If they did manage to attach the tail for Lupus, oh boy, is that going to be a fun kit to build. Ooh, I'm curious on why these pistons are here. Oh, that just snapped into place really satisfyingly. Oh, okay, right here it expands outwards whenever you bend this. Oh, whoops. That just popped off. That's just a cover though. But, whenever you bend the arms outwards like so, this, like when you move them, when you try to move the arm, like the shoulder joint forward for the arms, this just pops forward and in and out. Oh, that is nice, actually. There we go. Same on this side. There's just so many tiny, subtle details I love about this kit. Okay, and we're done with the chest for now, actually. I will start working on the waist and legs. So we're going to be skipping past a good chunk of this. Oh, I can see where all the gold is as well in the kit. It looks beautiful. Alright, let's see. Give me the waist. Okay, so looking at this right now, it seems like the waist is where the pegs are, and the legs just socket on. Personally, I prefer the other way around whenever I usually do build, but that's just my own personal preference for what a kit should do. I just find a connection like that holds on much better. But that's usually because connections like these are done with polycaps, and I hate polycaps that are used this way because they always fall off for some reason. Especially when I built the Turn A, that thing's legs are very loose sometimes. And I'm kind of scared to touch it because sometimes the legs just pop off on their own. The polycaps used in that thing are very bad. At least the ones I used. But hey, those are the ones that came with the thing, so what am I supposed to do about that, you know? Oh wait, I might have installed this upside down. Oh yeah, I did install this piece upside down. Part separator. Thank God you're here. Okay, there we go. I installed upside down again. Hopefully not. Okay, no, I didn't. So I'm assuming this is where the front and back skirts are attached to. These are the joints. Oh. Oh, God. I mean, I would love to try and build something like that, but keyword is try. I think, I wouldn't like it after a certain point. It would get very annoying once you reach a certain bit. Okay, there. Okay. Oh, that kind of locks it in. Okay. Just gotta shove this up and twist at certain areas to reveal certain pegs. That's actually kind of nice. Honestly, I can probably just build the Gundam frame and leave it on my shelf for a bit until like I decide to continue building this thing, because even the frame itself looks great. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, okay, this is kind of unique. We are layering on the same part, but the part does have this little divot, so it fits in flush with itself, as you can see from the side view. Like, if you just line up two of these same parts, like, facing opposite directions, it will sit flush with itself. Normally, you only really see this stuff when it comes to, like, mirrored parts, but something like this, it will allow much more articulation in the build. Oh, shit. This fell off. Probably will have to attach these in one at a time, but still, point still stands. Alright. Pretty sure... actually, I don't know what that's for. Could it be... Oh. Okay, no, these... Okay, never mind. This is for the, I want to say the side skirts now? But I could be wrong. But it does seem that way. You're allowed a lot of articulation side to side, like just allowing the thing to lean a lot. Which I find very nice, especially for some of the poses I plan on using on the Barbatos. Because, oh boy, this suit is very expressive if you've seen it in action. Like, its movements resemble less of a mech's and more of an animal. Like, it's much more animalistic. I would almost compare its movements to that of the original Gundams to an extent, because, like, you know, those do not move. The original Gundam animation Gundams don't, like, all the mobile suits there don't move like mechs should. Instead, they move like how a human would. Which is also reflected in, I think, some of the kits in well, some of the high grade kits that Bandai has released for them. So I think in some of them they have extra articulation in certain areas just so that you can get those more anime accurate poses, which I find really nice. Okay, luckily I did not forget anything. And I did slide this on the right way. I already see a slot for a base adapter right here. You just slide on and there you go. But the base adapter could be very shit, depending on how it attaches, because it looks very similar to the base adapter of my Epion, and that thing was absolutely shit, terrible. It would always fall off. Like, I think with the Epion, whenever I tried to pose it, that thing was always either leaning too far to the front or too far to the back, and the base adapter was almost falling off the thing each time because of how heavy it was. Like, that base adapter design was terrible, but I think this one is more resemblant of a real grade base adapter, which I find to be much sturdier. It stays on way better. So I'm hoping that is the case here. I could be very wrong though, of course, but where the hell are those parts? I found some of them. Oh, there you are. Which one's the left and which... Okay, no, that's a really stupid question. I can see right there. I have eyes. The frame itself... Again, I can't get over how detailed this stuff is. Like, camera is, again, terrible. So it cannot pick up this, but, there is just so many tiny intricacies with this kit that I love. Like, there's tiny little markings everywhere. Like, especially in the inner frame, which I feel like they shouldn't need this much, but there is. It's just so beautiful because of that. Oh god, when the light shines, you can kind of see all the intricate etchings on this thing. Like, it's great. Okay, the front skirt attachment seat. Well, the front skirt of the frame seems pretty solid. It can hold its shape for the most part. I know there are some poses, like, if you just lean them downwards like this, they tend to be a bit looser. But up here, they hold fine. I'm liking that. Oh, we do have a premium butt flap here. Both of them move. Which is great, because usually... Okay, I'm looking at most high grades here. They are as stiff as a rock. Like, you cannot move the butt flaps on most high grades at all. I don't know why they would ever do that. Extra articulation on butt flaps is always good, in my opinion. Hallmark of a very, very good kit. Especially if you see it on a high grade. I don't think I've seen it too often, but it is definitely there on some high grades. Oh shit. I probably should secure them in place before I try moving them, but, you know. You got the two butt flaps. Where's the securing bit? Here it is. Alright. Am I fitting this in the right way? I am hoping I am. But there's always a good chance I am wrong. Okay, there we go. Yeah, premium butt flap. These things move. Of course, the fronts are really tiny, so they shouldn't get in the way of articulation, which I kind of really like. And for now, we do not attach any side flaps. This should just plug in right on top. Just like so. Oh, and look at that. I forgot there was this articulation with the piston swell, and you lean side to side. That is really nice. I really do like the extra attention to detail there. Like, oh, I just feel like it's all the tiny stuff that makes the kit pop. Like, you can have a really good kit, but still, like, just be bland as a rock just because it can't do much. Like, it's just, at that point, why call it a posable model kit, you know? It's just a figure that you build from scratch at that point, which I just don't like. Alright, let's get onto the legs, arms, then heads to wrap this up. The legs, I'm probably going to build both at the same time since they are mirrored for the most part. Does it also have me do that? I'm wondering. Okay, so it does actually tell you to build up a good chunk of this stuff. Well, a good chunk of the mirrored bits. I want to say, yeah. I cannot think of the words to describe this. It does have you build most of the anything that is mirrored in advance before you build the leg, which I really appreciate. Because then that is less steps you have to do to build each leg, and lower chance of getting second leg syndrome. But knowing me, I always have it, so I just build both legs at the same time anyways. Yeah. Master grades and real grades just have all that extra tiny little things that make them pop, which I love. And I'm hoping that the full mechanics line manages to catch up to this as well. Wait, did I cut out the wrong part? I think I did. That's for the arms. Whoops. We're gonna leave that for later. I got ahead of myself. Probably the closest high grade I can think of that comes to a real grade would be Moon Gundam. And that thing's also priced similar to a real grade as well. So, you know, honestly I feel like it should be expected, but still. Moon Gundam I would love to get my hands on one day if I ever feel like getting the balls to build it like that. Oh yeah, real grade Epion I also can't wait for. I would love to build that. A full mechanics Ariel I do plan on building in the future, since of course I do have her. And from what I hear, she's basically... It has the complexity of a high grade in the skin of a master grade. It doesn't have any details under the surface, but on that surface it is very beautiful, to say the least. That's honestly the main issue I have with some of the full mechanics line. I really do like all the details under the surface that some master grades offer. And when it comes to the Barbatos, especially, like pretty much any of the Iron-Blooded kits, they're like 80% inner frame, which I adore. You get to see all these tiny details that, for the most part, don't really get covered up. And sometimes I do wish some of these kits came with water slides right out the back. I think the Master Grade Epion came with dried rub-on decals, but I ended up not using them because I thought they were water slides and I didn't have a knife. And I mean, you still need a knife to cut out the dry rubs, but honestly, I don't feel like it's worth the effort when it comes to the dry rubs, because they're pretty easy to screw up. Oh yeah, Master Grade Gundam Bale. That would be really fun. I mean, you already have the Gundam frame right here, so all you need is the extra armor, you know? Like, what the issue with I have with dry rub is that you have to get them perfect the first time. With water slide, you can just dab on a bit of water and soap and use like a toothpick to move them around if you accidentally screw them up. Like even after they've already been dried out and applied, which is probably the best part of water slides. And that's also part of the reason why I didn't end up using dry rubs on my Epion, because I also didn't want to screw it up further than I already did with the stickers. Oh no, I'm not missing a runner. I'm looking at the wrong part. Okay, so we have some more gold parts here. Like the thing about water slides, once you get them perfect, then you can just top coat it and you're good. They'll stay that way almost indefinitely. Okay, these I will have to paint over. They are not undergated. So, let's get started. Change the shade of gold slightly. Yeah, let's see. I painted most of this. Now I just need to let it dry out a bit before I can work with it again. Oh yeah. Personally, I just like top coating any water slides I get. If I do decide to apply water slides now. Just like applying a quick top coat after, you know, it's all fully dried out, like a good 20 minutes after you finish setting it. There you go, you have like... The water slides also look so nice just because they don't have a border like most stickers do. Like, I feel like real grade stickers are fine, especially if you decide to look at them from a distance, but up close, you can still see a slight border depending on what kind of background you have for it. So, for example, I think with my tall geese, I find it perfectly fine since it has a white background. But if I were working with... Well, when I worked on my Banshee... Actually, I don't even remember if I applied decals to Banshee, now that I think about it. But I know for a fact that some of it does stick out a bit. Like the ones I did apply. I feel like if you just go with a white kit, it makes applying stickers like precisely a bit less of a big deal in my opinion. Of course, if you really want that extra detail, just go in with a knife and painstakingly cut out everything. But you know, I'm not the kind of person to do that. I'm lazy as hell. Despite the fact that I'm just currently painting everything in a slightly different shade of gold right now. You should be... Oh! You should be fully set and ready to finish off. I think. Hopefully. The little details that really matter. Shit. Well, there's some gold on my mat now. I can always rub that off later. Yeah, I can just rub that off later. Honestly, a bit of paint on there doesn't hurt either, so I don't mind. Hey. Let's see. Final piece before we can start assembling this thing. Actually, I'll probably let this dry out a bit more. Oh, shit. I'll let it dry out a bit more as I work on the rest of the kit. Oh, my fingers are going to be coated in gold by the end of this. That everything? I think that's everything. Okay. For now, let's start working on the rest of the leg. Is this the right part? Yes, it is. I'm just looking at it wrong. Boy, there is quite a lot to this, actually, now that I'm looking at it. What the hell are they doing here? What the hell are they making me do? Alright, close this up first. Then you just slide this on like so. Wait, is this... Okay, I think this might be the foot, now that I'm looking at it. This is like the back of the ankle. This is probably where this attaches to the actual foot itself. This is probably for the front of the foot right there. So this drum here allows for a ton of articulation and twisting of the ankle back and forth as it's attached. So that's gonna be really nice to pose. I do love most of the feet because of that. Does this fit in here, or is it go on the other side? Might go on the other side. Yeah. Oh, nice rustic gold feel. I do like that extra bit of gray just popping out beneath that gold. That does look nice. There we go. And finally, you. Come on. There you go. Yeah, my fingers are definitely going to be gold by the end of this. Actually, no, there's 2 more gold pieces left and they're on the leg, so luckily I will not have to wash too much off. Okay, let's just get this done with the feet. Did I use this runner? I think I used this runner already. Alright, time to replicate what we got with the ankle. Okay, so this is going to be the right foot, left foot. Shift this upwards a bit. This I accidentally cut out. We're going to use that later. Pretty sure that is for the arms. That's like a shoulder right there. Could almost be done with the ankles here. And how long has it been? I have not been keeping track. About an hour and a half. Hmm. Let's see here. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. Otherwise, I might be very screwed. Okay. Keep on using C runner, I guess. Because, my god, there is a lot of the leg assembly on this, actually. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no, I was right about this being the ankle. I just now need to attach the attachment joint. So this right here just seems to be a C-clip for extra rear armor on the foot. The actual ankle we have apparently yet to attach, but because it is a drum, I do like these drum feet. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Also, I think I much prefer a skirt armor design like this than some of the older skirt armor designs. I'm mainly looking at you, wing kits. Oh, shit. The skirt armor design for any of, like, the wing kits are... I don't want to say bad, but... they need a lot of work. Like, a lot of work. Alright, we got the ankle drum. This allows for a ton of movement, actually. It can slide in and out pretty easily. Pretty sure the foot kind of locks it on, though. So it can twist pretty easily, but I'm pretty sure that's good for articulation and stability to an extent. There's so much detail, even on the parts that get hidden. Like, there's so many different textures on here that you'll never see because it's all covered up. It's beautiful. Alrighty. What else do we got? Alright, we're on to the actual foot now. I'm surprised the foot is relatively simple. You don't have... You have a toe bend, if you can call it that. But it bends more towards, like, the ankle. So I want to say, like, a heel bend. It doesn't have a toe bend at the tip of the toe, like the tall geese did. I still feel like the tall geese was a masterpiece. But that is probably because I am incredibly partial towards the tall geese. Real grade tall geese was great. Master grade needs a bit of work, but it's still a really good kit. Oh wait, I put this on upside down. Whoops. Okay, this is the bottom of the foot. I think this seats in... No, it doesn't. So, no, this needs to be seated... What? Okay, no, here we go. This is seated in here. Then this just closes on top to create the foot. So the foot itself, or at least the inner frame, it does have a ton of markings on it, but it isn't like multi-layered like you see with the tall geese, and it doesn't have any toe joints. But nonetheless, I still think it is a really nice foot. If this would like to attach. There we go. Yeah, this moves pretty freely, but the foot does its job as a foot. It's really flat, I'm surprised about that. So I guess the bulk of the foot is just armor. But it does what it needs to do. It can bend quite a bit, actually. Yeah, no, look at this bend right here. Like, that's what you can kind of expect out of it. It does have a bit of a downward bend as well. But, you know, it's a foot. It do what foot do. Now, the other foot, on the other hand, is the exact same. It do what foot do. Oh, I think something might be wrong here. Oh, whoops. I do not want to accidentally stress this out. Okay. Something might be wrong here with this assembly. But I'm gonna see what I can do to fix this. Oh, that put a lot of strain on the plastic there. I think I did actually do something very wrong. Try this. Why are you popping out? Oh. Did I do this wrong? I think I did something wrong here. Did I install the ankle upside down? Or backwards? Probably. Let me double check. Yes, I did. Okay. No wonder. Okay, I put too much strain there. I think. Okay, this is where the part separator comes in. Very handy. Highly recommend. Okay, that should split it enough for me to install it. Hopefully. If not, I might have to just jam the part separator in here. Just spread it some more to fit. There we go. Okay, that fits on much better and is much stiffer. Okay, that is my bad. I installed things wrong. I'm an idiot. I put too much strain on the ankle there. But it should hold together pretty well. There's a bit of a stress mark inside. But I don't think that matters too much since there isn't any stress mark showing on the other side. So it didn't truly stress out the plastic too much. That's not something you want to do. Make sure your ankle's on the right way. You really gotta pay attention here. Holy shit. Again, I knew I'd need this part separator. Didn't expect I'd use it like here. But I love this part separator so much. It's saving me a lot of stress. Oh god, how the hell did I remove things before without this damn thing? I love this part separator so much. Okay, everything's loosened up. Now to tighten it all up. There we go. Alright, we're fixed. That fits on way better. And I think you get a bit more articulation out of it. Oh. Okay, the front part of the foot can... Oh yeah, you get a lot more articulation out of this bend. Holy shit. This bend remains the same, but this toe bend? Oh my, that's what you expect out of a toe bend. Okay, make sure your parts are on the right way, please, if you ever decide to build this. Don't be like me. Don't be an idiot. Okay, issue here. I might have to tighten up the C-clip. Using some glue. Should help this foot stay on a bit better. That would have to be really delicate with it. I might apply some glue here to thicken this up. Ugh. Bit of super glue here should help with applying a bit more friction around the C-clip. Hopefully that doesn't seep. Oh, okay. I need to constantly keep this part moving, otherwise it will seep into the joints. And we do not want that. But the super glue should help thicken up. That C-clip. Oh boy, I can feel it thickening up the joint as well. This ankle. Come on, please. Hurry, 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 dry. I'm hoping it's dried now. I can always use my knife to try and scrape away at it if need be. Which I might actually have to do right here. Is it melting the plastic? No, it's not. It's just not dried. Oh shit. It's stiffening up. Oh shit. Okay. Managed to... Okay, I did manage to remove this. Which I think some of the super glue did try to seep into. Oh shit. Okay, I see the issue. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of work. Super glue accidentally locked in this ankle. That's not good. I think I applied too much. I just kind of have to carve out this joint slowly. Just to free it. Oh, I felt movement. Oh, fuck. I accidentally poked myself with my knife. I probably shouldn't have used super glue. Probably Elmer's glue would have been better. And now I'm just kind of poking at this glue with a knife in order to weaken its structure. Well, at least the bonds its form, so then I can probably snap the bonds by twisting. At least that's what I'm hoping to do. Okay. Good Lord, there's so much I gotta do to try and fix this thing. Come on, ankle, please move. There we go. I think it's able to move slightly now. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. I cracked the plastic. That's gonna be a lot of repairs. Oh, it'll probably be covered up for the most part. I just need to be a lot more careful with this joint. Ugh, God, I just wanted to stiffen it up a bit. I need to make a ton of repairs. Alright, let's see if this works. I think the glue's dried. For now, I'm gonna leave this foot as is. I'm not gonna mess with that too much anymore. But it should fix itself once that glue dries. Oh boy, I didn't expect to have to do that today. I'll make sure this blade is tight so I sheathe it the right way as well. Okay. Let's see, onto the actual leg itself. We got quite a bit to do here. I probably would be almost done with the legs by now if I didn't have to do that. That's my bad, because I screwed up the placement of things. Gotta be really careful with those instructions. Don't do what I did. Wait a second, I think I'm missing some parts here. Did I accidentally put them back in over here? Maybe. Unless I'm just not missing parts, then I'm just being blind. I am blind. Okay, this did help in increasing friction, though. I would probably just apply using a toothpick, though, next time. This will probably have to be the left foot with the way it's leaning. This will limit my poses a bit, unless I decide to, you know, fully take apart this foot and attempt to, like, butcher and repair it with super glue. Which I might do in the future. Oh, the price I pay for my own incompetence. I can't blame anybody but myself for that. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Hopefully I'll be able to fix it, but I don't think that foot will ever be the same again. Unless I decide to build another Barbie. Which I am honestly tempted to do. But Barbie is already a really good kit on its own. All that foot does is just hinder some posing a bit. Which I can probably work around, honestly. Unless I get another Barbie just to paint. Which I am actually kind of tempted to do. Painting it would be nice. At least painting it more than I've already done so far. I think we're installing more pistons now. Oh yeah, we are definitely installing more pistons here. I could probably cap the super glue before it dries out, you know? That'd be a good idea. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong runner. Here you are. Let's see here. You need to go right here. And I think you just go right on top. Okay, that is... Alright, here's a knee joint right here. I have to replicate over here. We're gonna have a really nice piston in the knee. That is nice. Oh, and you can see all the wiring underneath this piston as well. Oh my. Well, I am disappointed about the foot. There's not too much I can do about it. Could always just work on it more with a knife, but actually I'm kind of tempted to, but... Then I'll probably have to plastic cement these parts over here together, or super glue them. Might need to get a new blade for my knife now that I'm looking at it. This knife has been through quite a bit. Super glue can be so annoying to work with sometimes. I completely forgot there was a joint over here. Oh, wait a second. I think I managed to get a cut in. The joint is almost freed. If I can just break through this layer of glue, that'd be great. Now that I think about it, I probably should have applied super glue to the C-clip instead of this, where it can just flow into all the joints. Boy, there's so much work I need to do on this kit just to make it functional. But that's all because of my screw-ups. Normally, I don't think it'd be like this. I think the tip of my blade just snapped. Yeah, it did. Holy shit, I need to get a new blade. I mean, I did expect the stream to be long, but this is not helping. Okay, so I think a part of the tip of my blade might be stuck in here as well, adding more friction. But who knows? I need to get a new blade. This one has served me well, but I just need a replacement for it. Yeah, I'll probably just get it after the stream if the place I need to go to is still open. Let's see here. I can still definitely work with that foot though, for sure. It's just that I can't get the similar articulation to this. I can't like fully brace it or anything. So every stance I put it in will probably have to be left foot forward for the most part. I can probably stand straight still, but that's gonna be annoying. Alrighty. I think I've been held up too long on this part. I just need to move on. Just take my losses as is. Even if I don't want to. Alrighty. What do we got here? Which piston are you? Oh, this. whoops, you popped out. That's not good. Okay, there we go. That's better. Whenever the knee bends now, this piston in the back moves in and out, which is great. Oh boy. Actually, I could probably find replacement parts for the foot if I need to online. Which it might not be a bad idea. Alright. Oh, almost lost these. Everything needs to be balanced just right on this. Okay, there we go. It's all in. Oh no, okay. Let's see here. Parts separator, help me out here, buddy. There you go. Knee, for the most part, is complete. Now we just need to get the second half of the knee in. There's a lot of knee to this thing. Then we get the lower legs. And that's where we use our final pieces of gold. Actually, okay. Where the hell did I put my marker? Right here. I might just paint the gold on the runner and see how that turns out. Because this might be a lot easier. Apparently it's a bit easier to manipulate. Just because there's a much more surface area that I can touch. Like compared to having to hold it. Where I can't really touch much. Just because otherwise I'd stain everything with gold. But we're gonna see how this holds up afterwards. Alrighty. Now back to working on the knee.
sao có nhiều đứng nằm lại đây.
Okay, these parts right here are really annoying to do, actually. There is some complexity to them. Need to be fitted in a certain way, otherwise it won't work. Alrighty, there we go. Now once we get everything together, that should bend really nicely. Should be able to get a decent knee bend out of that. Ah, okay, there's a tiny peg hidden in here that this kind of has to slide into. Please tell me you're in. Oh, what the hell? There are so many intricacies to this. Just gotta wrap your head around everything. This takes a lot of time to do. Okay, we're almost done with the legs. Just a couple parts here and there. Some extra inner frame tubing and we should be done. Oh, the hell are you supposed to fit on? Oh, like this? Maybe. Yeah. No. You need to stay on. You're slipping out. I'm hoping that the other pieces help lock everything in place. Alright, now we are starting to work with the final parts. The final bit of the lower leg. We're covering up this entire bit of inner frame here with some more inner frame. Set this aside for now. We're bringing this into the center of attention. Organize everything here. Alright. What pieces do I need for this? Alrighty, so we got this little piece right here. So just slide on. Yep. Oh, there's one more piece I needed to cut out before I start assembly. Unless I already accidentally cut it out, which I don't think is the case. Oh, whoops, almost put it in the wrong place. Oh, I see where you're supposed to fit. Oh, good lord. There you go. Now, how are you supposed to go in? This? No. Maybe? Oh, down here. Gotta be really careful here. Don't want to screw this up. Everything needs to be tucked in. Yep. And close this up. Hopefully. Maybe. There we go. Oh, I missed a bit of undergate right here. Why aren't you closing? Did I miss more undergating? Let me check this right here. No, there's only one piece of undergating on you. But why aren't you closing? Oh, this isn't aligned, that's why. There we go. And just like that, we almost have a leg done. We just need a piston. Just like that. This piston attaches here. Just then goes up in here. God, this is so difficult to thread sometimes. I think it's in. Where's the rest of the foot? Should just be able to slide up and into here. Unless I got the angle wrong. Yeah, I definitely got the angle wrong. Okay, so let's see. How should this foot be facing? I think I lined it up. Piston in first, because that's the easiest way. Shit. Okay, this is gonna be very difficult. I mean, I never expected this lineup part to be easy. If this piston pops out after all this, I'm kind of screwed. Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, I think it went in. Now let's see if this piston also went in. So I'm hoping it did. Oh, shit. That popped off. It might be a bit easier to work with, though. Hopefully I didn't forget to accidentally cut anything. I can already tell this is gonna be hell on the other foot. Nope, this isn't going in with that angle. I'm gonna have to do this off camera just because I need all the precision I can get. Hmm. Why don't you want to go in? No matter what angle I'm putting this in, it's so difficult to get in. Holy shit. The piston needs to go in first, otherwise it can't go in later. At least it'd be very difficult to get it in later. Then it has to be followed up by the rest of the foot. Lord, this thing does not like to move. Come on, piston. I see what's wrong. Okay, install the part upside down. Fucks. No wonder this piston doesn't have any space to move. And part separator once again comes in handy. Highly recommend. Especially if you're a klutz like I am. Okay, we're gonna have to go back a couple steps here. No wonder. Okay, I'm forcing things in too much. Hopefully I didn't bend that piston. God, it's always the inners. Okay, there we go. Pop that out. Flip this around. Make sure it's going in the right way this time. Now, oh whoops, wrong piece. Where the hell did I put those other parts? Here. This can go on like so. It fits on way better. And now the foot can probably slide in much more easily now. Yes, there we go. It aligns way better. Just like that, we have one of the feet done. It is relatively light, but I do say I probably should attach it to the body if it wants it to stand. Okay. Now for the rest of this. Time to try not to make the same mistakes as before. Let's see, what did I cut out? What is left? See, we're gonna need you. We're gonna need these two. We're gonna need a piston. Okay. Some gold. And a piston. I think I already installed everything else, right? Yeah. Okay, so Let's get to work here. Pistons on the C-clip. Oh wait, no, that's right. I'm missing one more part. Before assembly, I need this piece right here so that the piston can fit in. This part needs to be facing up. I installed that in upside down for a second. There we go. I'll just slap this on the leg. There we go. Okay, yeah, the foot came on way easier than expected. There's still a bit of movement I can get out of this, but... oh, okay, it's still workable. I can still pose this, that's good. Oh, his legs are long as hell. Look at that. And still stand on its own as well. Okay, well, legs done. On to arms. Already cut this out. Now, I just need to cut out this to assemble it. Alrighty. Let's see, what do we need to do here? Which way do you face? This way. I think this is where the shoulder armor clips on. And yeah, this is the rest of the arm. Alright. Cut it down to once, I can do it again. Okay, there we go. Speaking of shoulder armor, we're actually slapping some of that on. This should just kind of clip on, I think. Yep. I should probably switch BGMs. Hold up, let me check something real quick. Okay, we're only 2 and 3/4 hours into this thing. 2 hours, 45 minutes in. Not bad for the progress that we've made so far, especially considering it's a master grade. And how many times I've screwed up. Now, okay, sometimes the shoulder armor is a bit sketch. Why don't you want to... Oh boy, you're really being stressed out there. Please don't make me stress out the C-clip. Oh no, C-clip is being stressed. I have no clue why. Why is there so much stress being put on you? I don't like the look of that. Especially considering the rest of this kit. Yikes. So it should just hang like that, I think, unless I'm putting it on wrong. What's wrong with this? Why don't you want to hook on? The other one hooked on perfectly fine. This one is having issues. And I have no clue why. Okay, there we go. Oh, is that why? I think I accidentally left the nub mark. Didn't properly clean that up. Okay, that's the issue then. That explains a lot. Always make sure to clean up your marks, I guess. Otherwise, there will be a lot of stress on parts that are probably unnecessary. Yeah, this shoulder armor stays on fine. It doesn't like stick on like this one. Oh god, this is gonna be loose. I don't want to try and fix it again because I could definitely screw this up. Okay, no, now it's okay. There we go. I just need to be a lot more delicate with these. I think I'm forcing too many parts now. Some parts do need to be forced, others just can't withstand. They just can't withstand the strain. Let's see here. There should be some pistons on the arm by the elbow, I believe. I think that's what we're building right here. How are you supposed to fit on? I don't want to stress anything out, as I've already forced too many parts. Am I fitting this into the wrong hole? I don't think so. Now I have this backwards. Probably. Yeah, that was the issue. I had it backwards. Okay, lesson learned. Everything in this kit goes together somewhat smoothly unless the instructions tell you so. So if anything is being stressed, don't force it. If I were to build this kit again, of course I'd be much more gentle. See, what have I used and what haven't I used? You. I'll definitely be a lot more gentle once I build my other real grade. But probably the kit after this I'm building is either an F91 or the full mechanics aerial. And my backlog is slowly dying. It's slowly getting thinner. Did I use piece 20 yet? No, I did not. Let's see here. Let's not screw this up. Make sure everything's facing the right way this time. Alrighty. Now let's get the lower arm thrown together. Layout of the runners ain't bad. It's just that I'm stupid. Okay, how the hell do you fit on? Like this? Yeah, like that. Oh, it's telling me to be very careful here. Well, that's straining it. Okay, yeah, they're right here. Don't want to overstress too many parts here. Okay. We gotta bust out some of the final pistons. I think we only got like 2 more after this. We're already burning through these like crazy. So this should just clip on, I believe. Come on, please clip on. There we go. Flip this out. Then just line these up and push this in. Straighten out the arm. There you go. Piston in the arm for the elbow bend. That is nice. Almost done with this, actually. I just need to replicate it on the other side now. I would love to build another Gundam frame. If I ever got the chance to. Despite how many times I screwed up. Now that I think I got the hang of it, it should be a bit easier. Okay. Got all the parts again. Let's assemble once more. Shouldn't be too different. Unless I grab the wrong piece. Which I probably did, knowing me. Or I just have the piece backwards. Which is also very, very, very possible. Because I don't pay attention to anything. My mind pays attention to the most strange things sometimes. Alrighty, let's get this on. Please don't snap, please don't snap. Okay, there we go. Alright, oh boy. We still got a couple more parts to go. I don't remember if this thing had a backpack or not in full frame. Okay, they want certain pieces facing a certain way. That's gonna be annoying. Is this facing the back? Oh, I almost had that in backwards. Need to be extra careful here. Alright, okay, this piece can luckily pop out pretty easily, so if I got it backwards, I don't need to worry too much. Alright, wrapping this up. We just need to finish up a couple things and add on the hands. And that's it. Then we can start working on the head and potentially the backpack if there is one. Alright, so this part we're just assembling. a couple of these other parts, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I say that, but you know, I'm an idiot, so of course it's gonna be. I'm probably gonna find some way of screwing this up. Trust me on that. I'm a professional idiot. Or rather, I'm an unprofessional idiot, I should say. God, I love the amount of intricacies in this frame. My goodness. And this is also a rather large kit, which I do really like. Really easy to handle. I'm curious on where these last two pistons will go. Unless I accidentally missed them. But I don't think I did. At least I'm hoping I didn't. Oh boy. I'm gonna flip ahead just to check. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. These last two, luckily, we don't need right now. They are used in the backpack. I forgot that that thing was a thing. Let's see here. Oh shit. Okay, where are you? On the runner. Oh, you're the hands. Okay, right hand over here. Left hand over here. Barbie has a ton of finger options to choose from, which I kind of like. I'm assuming this is the wrist joint. Yep, seems so. Let's see, time to replicate on the other side. Hey. Now, Barbie over here does have a multitude of hands to choose from. You either have your closed fist, weapon holding, or open hands. For now, I think I'm gonna go with open hands. At least for the frame. I'm probably gonna equip both holding hands later, because I want it to be wielding a ton of weapons. But for now, we got open hands. Ooh, the back of the hands are also really unique. I do like the look of these. Normally, when you get the back of a hand, it is usually just one plate. Not in this case. In this case, rather than like being one solid plate, there's like some holes in here, some details etched in. I like that. I will need to attach the thumb first though, before I attach the back. The thumb is fully movable. If I can find it on one of these runners. Oh, here you are. Let's see. So thumb goes in first, just slides all the way in. Then the back of the hand should just slide right on. Oh, and there's this little piece that keeps the thumb in place as well. The thumb is on a ball joint, so you can just move this freely to whatever pose you'd like. So that's really neat. I do rather like this style of master grade hand, because then it allows, like, the weapon holding hands are really good at holding the weapons this way. Then you just need to maneuver the thumb into like whatever position you want it to be in, you know? But I prefer this style of hand just because it's easier to pose, in my opinion. It's easier to pose, and the hands just seem to hold things better. Right here, as you can see, the shoulders allow the arm to move forward a lot. The hands are claw-like, they have sharp nails on them, which I love the look of. For posing in a standing pose, I'd like to bend them inwards a bit. Open palms, elbows slightly bent. Knees need to be slightly bent as well. And that is how you get a decent relaxed pose. Alright, we're on to the head. At long last, we're about to finally finish. Okay. The head should be relatively simple. I don't remember if they're eye stickers or not. I don't think there were. I'm kinda curious. Oh wait, they might have... Oh wait, no, there are eye stickers. There is also a clear part right here for the eyes. That's kind of nice. I don't think I'm gonna apply the stickers, because, well, I just don't really like stickers. Okay, we have a multi-jointed neck. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. Okay, so we do have a hinge joint right here that allows the head to move up and down a bit more, along with being seated on top of that ball joint. Of course, we are gonna need this clear green piece. Instead of stickers, I think I might hit up the back of this with metallic green. Or maybe no. I think it's probably fine as is. Now that I'm looking at it. The face is very, very nicely molded. I should just kind of poke through like so. Look at that. Beautiful green. I wish the camera's better. I know there's some marking stickers in here, but I'm wondering... Oh, I think I found a normal sticker sheet. The only stickers are for the eyes and I think for a camera, a green camera. I think that might be for the gun. But if that is the case, I'm just gonna use my Gundam marker for that. It's a lot easier to do as well, especially seeing how it's probably gonna come in pieces. So if I can identify the right piece, then that is gonna be one hella good gun. I don't recommend stickers for the eyes. I feel like the green is good enough. I do really like that nice clear green plastic look. And the head is just about done. Just like that? I think we're done with the frame. I just need to slap on this tiny little V-fin that's gonna be expanded upon later. But there we go, we have the Gundam frame. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. All we have left is just to apply the armor, which I will be doing next stream. But, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. We've just finished the Gundam frame. This is the basis. This is probably gonna be the basis for all Iron-Blooded Master Grade kits going forward, if they ever decide to release more of these, because I love the concept. I would love to have more of these. But, yeah. That's gonna be it for this stream. We finished the Gundam frame. And next stream, when I do decide to continue to build on this, either next stream or the stream after, I'm probably gonna finish actually. I plan on adding the armor on. Let's see. On Monday, I may or may not do that. If I don't end up finishing this on Monday, then what I will probably be doing is some Gundam Evolution, you know, some of my final farewells to that game. But, yeah, aside from that, thank y'all for coming. I wish I had a better camera right now, because this thing is atrocious. This I wish, like, my old... Before I was using, I think, my phone to record these things, but my phone would always overheat and shut down. So I had to kind of stop using that. I might be able to remedy that. I might be able to use it on Monday if I try to remedy that by finding some sort of cooling solution for it. But yeah, aside from that, thank y'all for coming, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.